Sorry, it's been a while, but I'm back. So the first thing I wanted to say is like just catch you up on why I was gone. I have no good reason. I know it's been like 2 months. I missed Christmas. Thank you guys so much for the cards. I think it was Zoe and Nella who sent them. That was so sweet. I really wish I'd thought to do that. I feel so bad now. Anyway, so I was playing a Star Wars game. So I've been really busy with that, with like trying to kill people and convert people. And I was a Sith, so boo Jedi. I actually just watched the Star Wars marathon yesterday. I watched 4, 5, and 6 all in one sitting with a bunch of friends. It was like crazy. I don't think I've ever watched 3 movies straight before. Yes, that's most of what I've done. I want to respond to what Siling said, and I want to do the new survey. So hopefully I can do that all in 4 minutes. So for one thing with Siling's opportunity, am I pronouncing that right? I think so. I pronounce a lot of things wrong. Anyway, it's an interesting opportunity for a high school student because like for me, I definitely didn't have anything like that, and I don't have it now. I live in a dorm. I eat 21 meals a week on a meal plan. Like, it would be very interesting to live alone, to have that independent experience. And I think that's probably great, and it's like an amazing opportunity, especially if you feel it's that like if school right now is unchallenging, or not challenging. I don't think unchallenging is a word. Sorry about that. Then yeah, I mean, it makes sense to go for something that's going to challenge you. It's going to actually engage you and help with like making you a more intelligent person. Like, sure. I mean, I feel like in high school I didn't really have that. I wish I had an opportunity for a gifted program. I was like always in classes with people less intelligent until we moved at a very slow pace, and so I can really empathize with how you feel right now. And wow, some of my hair is blonde. Hey, look, I'm ADD. Anyway, so there's that, and I think it's a great opportunity. And if you're willing to do it and your mom's really okay with it, then that's great. But at the same time, it's like, is that too much pressure to put on someone who's that young? I mean, should you really be moving away from your family when you're 16? I don't know. I mean, it's really up to you. But I just think it's an interesting question. Okay, this is definitely going to go over 4 minutes, and I apologize for that. What had I done in 2011 that I'd never done before? I saw, I don't know if this counts as 2011, 2012, but I'm going to call it 2011. I saw the ball drop in New York, and I was wondering, actually, is that like a thing in other places? Like, are you aware that we have the big ball drop? Because obviously that's not midnight for where you guys are, so maybe Alicia and Siling, I don't know about that. But I know like you have probably your own traditions. So my first question, even though it's a month late and asking this question, is what are your traditions for New Year's? Like usually we throw a party at my house and a whole bunch of friends come and we like play apples to apples and categories and stuff like that. But this year I went and actually saw the ball drop in New York, and I did the whole New York City thing, and we did like Chinatown and Little Italy and Rockefeller Center and all that stuff. Which I mean I've done before, but never on New Year's. So that was fun. But like, do you guys know that there's a ball drop? Does it matter to you? Just curious. Did I keep my New Year's resolutions? No. I'm still working on those. I didn't make any for this year because I'm still working on last year's. What countries did I visit? I visited the USA and the Bahamas. I didn't really visit the USA. What would I like to have in 2012 that I lacked in 2011? I'm gonna be less crazy. No, I don't. I actually like being crazy. Crazy's fun. I want to keep up a better relationship with my international friends this year because I have some friends who are studying abroad, and I didn't keep up with my friends who were abroad last semester, which I wanted to. So I want to keep up better with them, and like I want to keep up better with you guys. And obviously, Kate, I count you as international, even though you're not. What dates will remain etched in my memory? May 2nd, because that was the day that my life sort of changed, and I had to go to the hospital, and I did all that bad stuff, yeah. And April 29th, because that's my birthday, and I had a really, actually excellent birthday, even though it was 3 days before everything went down. Where did most of my money go? My money went 2 places because I went on 2 major trips. The first one actually didn't cost that much, but I'm kind of count it. I went to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Florida, and that trip cost me about like $250. I went to Chicago and spent 12 hours there and did all of the touristy stuff. And I went to Florida and did the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and the beach over the last week in January of last year. And so it didn't cost that much, but it was still awesome, and a trip, so I felt like talking about it. And the main expense was I spent $400 and went on a cruise to the Bahamas. And just like that $400 includes airplane flights. So I got a pretty good deal on that one too. So I traveled on the cheap last year, but Not as cheap as I maybe should since I'm a college student and most of my money has to go to paying for school. What song will remind me of 2011? Dig a Tunnel from Lion King 1.5 because my a cappella group did it at both of our performances in 2011, both at the spring semester concert and the fall semester concert, and I absolutely love that song. How did I spend Christmas? With my family, of course. Did I fall in love? No, never been in love. What was the best book I read? I'm just gonna say The Hunger Games just because it like left the biggest impression on me, even though it may or may not be like the best book I've read. Greatest musical discovery, Christina Sturmer, who is German. I absolutely adore her. Plus, she is so beautiful. What did I do on my birthday and how old did I turn? I turned 20 years old. And one of the things I did was a Relay for Life, or March for Life, I think it's called. So we did a walk for like, I think I did 7 hours overnight, but I wasn't straight. It was like, started at 6 p.m. and we ended at like 10 a.m. the next morning. And so I did like 7 hours within that time frame. And I also watched the royal wedding, and that was really fun. I like totally enjoyed watching that, and we like got all dressed up, even though we watched it at like 4 o'clock in the morning, or whatever time it was started. I'm not sure. Where am I? What was one thing that would have made your year immeasurably more satisfying? To not have gone to the hospital and not tried to hurt myself. What kept me sane? Well, they put me on meds. Sanity meds, actually. Who did I miss? I missed my best friend named Maddie, who was in London studying abroad. Best thing I ate. Okay, at one of our dining halls, they had this, like, brie meal. So, they have Meatless Mondays, so, like, it was their big meal that day. It was, like, warm brie and crackers, and they had some sort of, like, jelly things, whatever you call that stuff that you put on top of it. It was like the best meal ever, and it was actually at a dining hall, surprisingly. And what lessons did I learn in 2011? I learned a lot in 2011, actually. I learned a lot about how to, like, coping skills and stuff. So I would say that was the best thing I learned. And the last thing I wanted to say, which I don't think I've actually mentioned before since I didn't make a movie video, in the movie month of January, I started watching Doctor Who, finally. I know I'm like way behind the crowd on this and you guys are all into Supernatural and Sherlock right now, but I finally started watching Doctor Who and I love it. My friend has Netflix, so I have to like go at her pace because I don't have it myself, but it's been so much fun to watch so far. I'm only like 9 episodes in right now, but it's totally enjoyable and I can't wait to get through all of it. Hopefully, like, this semester. Or maybe this year. Let's call it 2012. I want to watch all of Doctor Who. That's my new resolution. Okay.